What's the matter?
We didn't even see. We were just like getting ready for a run, and then I was like, oh my god, there's a deer in front of us. Previously on Living Off-Grid.
Hello, Mr. Deer. You scared the F out of Nicole.
He's eating those horsetails.
He is eating the horsetails. We've been eating the horsetails too. We're vegan just like you.
So chill. He's just minding his own business. He's like, I'm gonna eat, yo.
Don't forget, that is a wild animal that can bolt at any time. Wait, were you just imitating the deer?
Yeah?
She's watching you.
It's like, that was pretty good. Since it's raining outside, Jake and I are kind of stuck inside. We have some other things that we're gonna do today, but as of right now, we're just kind of hanging out inside. We are going to Vancouver tomorrow, so just for the night, meeting up with some friends, so I'm packing a little bag for that. But since we're stuck inside for the moment, I thought it would be really cool to dig up some old footage from the time that Jake and I went to China last year. It was really cool. It was a really quick experience. It's just a couple clips here and there, but I thought it would be really cool to talk about it since we're stuck inside right now on this rainy day. The funny thing about our trip to China was Jake and I didn't really even plan to go to China. It just kind of happened last minute. When we started our trip around the world, we had China on our list of places that we wanted to go see, but we were already international. And actually, Jake, do you want to explain this? Because he's the one who orchestrated this whole thing, and he can explain how we ended up in China.
I've been traveling to China solo with universities and with groups since I was 19 years old, and I've always needed to have a travel visa. That's how China does it. So I wanted to go to China with Nicole, but since we were doing so many other countries first, I didn't get the travel visa, 8 months in advance before we left. And I didn't feel comfortable being in, let's say, like Spain, and physically sending both our passports to a Chinese embassy somewhere in Europe, and being in Spain as non-Spanish citizens without a passport at all, while we wait for 2 weeks for the passports to be sent back. Imagine if they were lost in the mail.
Yeah, even if they even got sent back.
So we didn't want to do that. But then we were finishing up the trip, and we saw that the cheapest flight to get to our friends in Kauai was through Shanghai. And the layover was going to be 16 hours. And we were like, oh, we don't want to sit at the Shanghai airport for 16 hours. So I started looking through blogs, and I found that this new visa exists pretty much just for Shanghai. That is like a day visa. Just like for folks.
Like a day pass.
Like a day pass. Just for folks who are kind of marooned at the airport. China wants you to come into the country and spend money. We were able to skip the regular immigration line and go to the far, far end of the airport to this special line.
Which no one was in.
Because they couldn't read Chinese. And we got in the right line. And they literally just stamped our passports and gave us a little sticker in our passport that says you've got 24 hours in Shanghai to do whatever you want. And the only reason why we were approved for this visa is because we already had a plane ticket out of Shanghai 16 hours later. Yeah, so I was really pumped to show Nicole the maglev train, and where we went almost 400 kilometers an hour, and I was real pumped to get into Shanghai and show her the bund and get some Chinese dumplings, some baozi, and we did that.
Yeah, you guys check it out.
Come with us.
We are officially in China. Check, check. China.
How do you say China in Chinese?
I don't know.
中国.
I'm a natural. I'm so good.
Or 中华人民共和国.
whatever he just said.
We have no Wi-Fi here in Shanghai and no cell plan. We're only here for the next 10 hours. So we've had to use old school forms of human communication, which is actually looking around and talking to people. And luckily I speak a little bit of Mandarin. So we got the shucai baozi, and it looks like it's got noodles, mushroom, veggies. So now we're not gonna starve. And it was only 1 yuan each, so it's like 20 cents each, 15 cents each. It's good. Check it out. I'm so happy with baozi.
So we finally found a baozi. Did I say that right?
It's the first word is bao, but it's first tone. Bao zi. Baozi.
So we went and got 4 of them, and then we tried it,
6
and
of
then
them.
now we got more.
We gotta get 5 more, but they were out of the original shucai baozi, the vegetarian one. These ones have vegetable with tofu, with the tofu. And like, look at this. This is this much baozi, 5 of them, really good, fresh, baked ones right in Shanghai in the heart of the banking district for 8 yuan. That's like $1 American, 125.
So good. Oh my god, this is like everything I dreamed of.
Really?
So good.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's my favorite Chinese food. Better than rice, better than noodles, even better than jiaozi, the dumplings. I like the baozi the best.
So good. Seriously, guys. This one has tofu and mushrooms. Best thing I've ever eaten.
So good.
So good.
Fresh steamed right on the street.
Shanghai is the most populous city in China, and the second most populous in the world with nearly 25 million people. What you're looking at now is the very distinct and famous skyline of Shanghai called Lujiazui. This building, which almost looks alien, is called the Oriental Pearl Tower. The taller building, which appears to have a handle on the top, is called the Shanghai World Financial Center. And the one which appears to spiral upward is the newly completed Shanghai Zhongxin Dasha, or Shanghai Tower, the second largest building in the world. It was so tall that we couldn't even see the top as it ascended into the clouds. After riding the maglev train, Nicole and I had to go to the Bund, which is the old financial district, and see the skyline for ourselves.
Don't worry, guys. That's not all we're going to show you in today's vlog. We just thought it would be really cool to throw in a couple clips from our travels. Now let's get on with living off the grid and see what we have in store for today. There's our friend again.
You gonna eat the marigolds? Oh, bro.
He's so chill.
Chill.
I love that. Sorry, we don't have any food. Walking to the garden with our trays of plants that we got yesterday.
It's just pouring rain, and
Yeah.
we can't work on the parts of the yurt that are gonna get rotted in the rain, so we're gonna garden instead. And I love gardening in the rain because it's so healthy for the plants. We've had these guys outside acclimating, diffuse light through the clouds, which is really good for them, and rain irrigation, super good for them. And now we'll put them in the raised beds, and the rain will just settle all the dirt around the roots and make these the happiest plants ever, but we just get wet in the process.
Yeah, let's get these bad boys planted.
It's Friday nights and we play at the bar. Reggae music that
Okay, it's pouring rain, so I don't have the DSLR with the mic. I got the GoPro, which is waterproof. We're gonna put these lovely plant starts that we got from the town nearby in our raised beds here at the community garden. I love gardening in the rain because there's no water on the planet that nourishes the plants in your garden better than Mother Nature's water, the rain. So we have some nasturtium, some marigold, which are edible flowers. We're gonna put in these beds for not only delicious salads, but also for bug defense. They bring the good bugs and they repel the bad bugs. We've got a variety of herbs, including some mints, that we're gonna put the mints in a separate raised bed vessel, like a pot or container next door. But we are gonna plant out some of the thyme we found and the sage we found. Back there by Nicole, you got some lavender and some tomato starts. We found 3 different varieties of tomatoes that already had about a month to jump on the season. I don't know if there's water on the screen or not, but it's pouring rain out here, so great for plants, not so good for filming, but we wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. It looks really good.
Thank you.
Are you wearing rain appropriate clothes?
No, because I only have one rain jacket and it's white.
Oh.
So I don't want to get it dirty. But it feels great out here. I
Yeah.
mean, it's really not cold.
No.
It's just wet.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Garden's looking beautiful.
Thank you. My gloves are looking black.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so what was your question?
So when you take a plant, when you take a starter out, and the roots are all bunched up like this, what do you do? Do you ruffle up the roots? Do you let it go? Do you just put the whole thing in, or do you soak it in water?
I personally,
Yeah.
I think every gardener would have their own answer.
Yeah.
But this looks real tight. Like there's a lot of roots in there, if the camera can see. A lot of roots in there. And it looks like this has been kind of wrapping itself around the plastic container for a few weeks.
So just kind of like,
I don't like to quote unquote rough them up. I like to kind of massage them gently and create some airspace. And personally, I feel that the roots will find their way out if you free them. So I don't want to break them and rough them up. I want to just massage them so they have some room to move and to grow.
thank you. Give them a little tickle.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Sorry. Trying to decide where you want everything to go.
Yeah, because I wanted the marigolds, but I always plant marigolds so that they get shaded out later, because I don't really, I mean, you can put them on a salad and they're kind of neutral tasting, but when you first start gardening, marigolds are fun because they grow and they're pretty, but when you really want to eat from your garden, I mean, you're not going to make a meal out of marigolds, you know, so I'm trying to plant nasturtiums and marigolds like sparingly, because I want other more delicious stuff in here like sweet peppers.
stoked. Oh my.
I'm trying to film for the people. The hardest part is filming it, honestly.
I know. It is tough. And now it's raining hard. I did not take a shower. This is just from outside.
That's
And you
good.
have no hair.
God, I didn't take a shower. My hair's all curly now.
We made it inside where it's warm out of the rain. Got some nice comfy warm clothes on and I'm starving, so we're gonna make something delicious and hot and warm.
Hey, seeing myself on camera, do you like me better with beard and shaved head, beard and hair, or hair and shaved face?
Beard and hair.
Or shaved face and shaved head?
I don't know, I like it all.
Liar. So liar.
All right, Jake's gonna cook something up, so.
Try to get my head in the shot.
Sorry, I'm shorter.
Just angle. There you go.
Oh, that is
That's
not a
too
good
much.
angle of me though.
That is overkill.
God.
There's an area in between you
Oh,
want to
God.
get to.
It's getting worse.
Not hot, not cold, just right, somewhere in between. There you go.